Hello, everyone. This is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer here with you today. And I'm really excited because we are getting ready to start a new series. So, if you are not already a part of my community, if you are not already getting notifications about when I go live, make sure you click the button today so that you know when I'm going on live, because for the month of August, starting next week, we're going to be talking. Well, today we're starting. I'm going to give you a little overview today, but we're going to be talking about a whole new series. And it's really something that is so simple and yet so profound. So let me ask you this question. If you had a practical guide to help you live a life of personal freedom, would you follow it? Like, seriously. It's simple, right? And you're going to learn over these next several weeks as I'm guiding you through this and we're here together how simple it really can be. Now, here's the thing. We complicate things by the past experiences that we've had. We complicate things by the worries and the fear of our future. We complicate things by our lack of courage or confidence in ourselves or in others. We let other things get in the way of us having the freedom to live our lives the way we want, to show up and be our best selves, and to be loving and kind to others in the world. But that's the cool thing about what I'm sharing with you today is there is such a simple practical guide. And this is something that I learned many, many years ago. As a matter of fact, I read the book, The Four Agreements, probably 10, 15 years ago. But here's the deal. There's a reason why this book, it's The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. If you're not familiar with it, I encourage you to pick it up, and I'll put a link in today so you can grab the book. It's such a simple concept. There are four agreements, hence the name of the book. There are four agreements that simply guide us or give us guidelines for how to live life. And when we are following these guidelines, it really does make things simple. It really does take the fear and the drama and the chaos and the negativity and the feelings of being trapped out of our life, and it helps us live that life of personal freedom. So real quick today, because this is just a bit of an overview for you, because I want to tell you what we have coming over the next several weeks. I'm going to tell you what those four agreements are. I'm going to read those to you real quick. And then again, I want to encourage you, grab the book if you don't have it. However, it's not necessary for you to follow along with what I'm going to be teaching during these videos for the next several weeks, but it could be helpful. And it really is, it's a super quick read. And the concepts, again, so simple, but so profound and so very, very powerful. So, agreement number one, be impeccable with your word. So think about this, whether you are being impeccable with your word when you are talking to other people or when you are making a commitment to yourself about something you want to do or something you want to achieve, being impeccable with your word is a really powerful thing to do in terms of how you set up your future, how you guide your life, and the amount of trust that you have with others, and the amount of belief you have in yourself. So we'll talk more about that one next week. The next concept or the next agreement is don't take anything personally. Now, you guys, there are so many people that I see online, social media, and like people are being mean to each other. They are, everyone has opinions and they have beliefs, but what's happening is they're starting to internalize and they're taking things personally. If somebody makes a comment and we don't like it, we take offense personally. If someone has a belief and it's not the same as ours, we can often take offense personally. And here's the thing, which you're going to learn a couple of weeks when I talk about this one more in depth. Most of the time, what people are saying, it's about themselves. Even when somebody's being rude or disrespectful to you, that's on them. Like, that's all about them and their own character. It's not about you. So don't take anything personally. And when you learn to do that, then your fear of what other people think about you goes away. Your fear of what other people will say or do all of that goes away and you start to believe in yourself and you start to trust your own thoughts, your own behaviors, and you start to have more confidence and more courage to go out and do the things that you really want to do, to show yourself, to play bigger in life. The third one is don't make assumptions. Like, this is huge. And anyone who's known me for any period of time, they know this is my favorite little saying. When you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. Now, I know that's kind of funny, but like, spell out the word assume. It's ASSUME. When you make assumptions about people or about things or about situations, think about how that puts everything in a box, right? And you're no longer open. You're no longer open-minded. You're no longer open to the possibilities or opportunities that might show up for you. We make assumptions, and it really does limit our freedom to life, to connecting with others, to our opportunities that are before us. And again, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes the freedom that we lose is because of our fear or worry from the past. So we'll be talking about that more when I talk about that concept in a few weeks. The fourth one that I want to share with you today is always do your best. So think about this. If we, every single one of us, made a commitment to always do our best. Now, this does not mean you have to be perfect. It means every day you decide, I'm going to show up as my best self. I'm going to do everything I can to be my best. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to be of integrity, like whatever your best means to you. And let me tell you, getting clarity on what that means is one of the concepts I actually teach in high performance coaching. So I'm going to tell you more. We're going to talk a little more about how to always be your best and how to really get clarity on what that is for you. Because this is about you. This is about you having your own practical guide to your own personal freedom and to living your best life, to being that best version of yourself and living your best life. So if this all sounds like, man, I need this, I want this, and holy cow, it is simple. You're not wrong. It is simple. It's just a matter of practicing it. There's a saying, common sense isn't always common practice. And that's where we miss out on these really, really simple concepts, these simple agreements that when we create these agreements, these 4 simple agreements for ourselves, and we stick with them, make them the guidelines for how we are going to conduct our life, everything can change. It really is just that simple. So I want to invite you again to join me here next week, and I'll be starting with the first agreement. So until then, thank you for joining me today, and goodbye for now.